Good afternoon, guests and fellow Rotarians. Welcome to the Rotary Club of Gainesville meeting at the Cade Museum. Please remember to silence your cell phone, and if you're watching on YouTube, please register your participation by sending an email to info@rotarygainesville.org. And now for our song and pledge, we have Gordon Hubble on the piano, and joining us at the podium, Lori Vidal and Brendan Shortley.
Lori's already dragging his feet because he doesn't want to share the embarrassment. Get up here, man. Oh, we're waiting on Gordon? What's that? Oh. Yeah, we're bringing Gordon up to sing too. Sings, dances, and plays the piano. All right, we're singing America, by the way, everybody. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. Now going up today. And now for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. And now for our invocation, Lori Vidal.
Okay. Thank you. Big day today. It's good to see this good group. Let's pray together. Today especially, we come together sharing so many of the same desires and goals for our community as we gather together with Rotary and the leadership of the Chamber of Commerce. We desire your blessing on our community and all those who are assembled here. Grant us, we pray, unity in our homes, our businesses, our community, our state, our nation, our world. Empower us to play our part in creating that unity in our individual lives, in our public and professional service, and as we further the aims of this chamber to promote healthy businesses, improve our education systems, encourage the development of new leaders. We sense as we gather today that the future can be bright as we together pursue the truth, fairness, goodwill, and the benefit of all concerned. I pray in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Lori. You may be seated. If you're a guest or visiting Rotarian, please remain standing. We'll have someone bring the microphone around, and you can introduce yourselves.
Hello, Rotarians. Craig Carter here. Today I have the privilege of introducing Sarah Vidal Finn. This is actually the pastor's daughter. And also, Sarah is the former director of the CRA, and if you ever want to see her handiwork, just look out the window.
Very good. It's good to have you here.
Ian Fletcher, and I'm here to introduce my facility counterpart, Mr. Joe Johnson, my education counterpart, Ms. Vicky Jervikis, and our economic development person, what's your name? Michaela Burnsteel, sorry. And of course, the one that everyone knows, Miss Pauline Williams.
Welcome, everyone.
Well, after 4 weeks of attendance here, and I keep forgetting to introduce him, I'm finally going to introduce my son today, my son, Stephen.
Welcome, Stephen.
I'm Davis Rembert, and I have my daughter Mary from Orlando, my wife Judy, my good friend Don Padgett from Atlantic Beach.
Welcome.
Thank you. I want to introduce one of my best friends in the world, Tom Burke, He's retired Army, longtime Gainesville resident, spends hours upon hours volunteering at Eastside with the baseball program out there. Just one of the best people I know.
Welcome, Tom.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. Colin Burrows here. I'd like to introduce once again my colleague from the University of Florida. Like me, he retired and he's a surgeon, or was. I guess you still are. Gary Ellison, and welcome again, Gary.
Welcome, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you join us today. And now, having no special announcements for today's meeting, I'd like to bring up Davis Rimbert for a special presentation.
This is my one and only daughter, Mary. She lives in Orlando. And I would like to read a little bit about her that I have written. She was born in Gainesville and a graduate of the University of Florida. Started her career in banking and found it boring. Went into publishing for a number of years and then owned a furniture store. Quite a contrast. Next, she did sales marketing for Dr. Sam Martin. Martins are from Gainesville, his surgical group, and is now writing books as a ghostwriter and is a professional grade photographer. She adopted and has a 17-year-old daughter, Brianna, my granddaughter. Her passion is traveling and photography, photographing wildlife, and she's been to Africa many times. Going back again this summer with our family. I am proud to present this Paul Harris Fellow to my #1 daughter, Mary. So, yeah. There you go. That. I guess the pen's on the table. Now I would like to call up Don Pajic. Don? I have a few words to say about you. So, another Paul Harris Fellow for this outstanding individual, Donald A. Pajic, who I've known at least 25 years plus. He has been my CPA for 25 years plus, is a very good friend, and we are traveling to Africa together this summer. He graduated from the University of Florida in 1980, has been practicing for 43 years. He was president of Gator Band and a graduate student conductor. So when you went to the ball games, you saw these people doing this. That was Don. He played the saxophone and clarinet. He was the president of Leadership Jacksonville, St. John's River Band, and elder of his church. He served on the board of directors of Oak Hammock here in Gainesville, the board of Youth Leadership Gainesville, and the City of Neptune Beach Police and Fire Pension Board. His wife Martha and he have 2 daughters, Emily and Ellie. So I'm proud to present Don with a Paul Harris Fellow. I say somebody, she's not taking pictures. She is. Oh, great. Let's do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Davis, and congratulations to our 2 newest Paul Harris Fellows. Thanks, Colleen. Okay, a couple of quick notes. First of all, just continue to remind you guys, May 14th, not next week, but the following week, we will be meeting at the Event Center out at Celebration Point. for our youth speech contest. So please mark your calendars that we are going to be traveling and not at the Cade at that meeting, and we'll continue to push that. We want to have great representation for our student speakers. Also, the folks at the Cade wanted me to let you guys know that they have a new exhibit upstairs. It's called Shaped by Water. It's an art exhibit, and it's located in the Tony and Olga Bar Gallery upstairs, and they're going to leave it open for anybody that would like to check it out this after our meeting until about 1:30. So if you have some time and would like to check out the exhibit, it is going to be open for you guys, for all of us to view after today's meeting, or until 1:30. So with that, I'm going to bring up Ann Polo to introduce our speaker for today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As Linda said, my name is Ann Polo, and in addition to being your executive secretary, I am also the director of communications and marketing for the Greater Gainesville Chamber of Commerce. Today, it is my great pleasure to drag someone to the stage who usually prefers to be behind the scenes. But don't let that strong, silent type facade fool you, because deep down, this guy is really a ham. Ian Fletcher has worked for the Greater Gainesville Chamber in workforce development and education and talent development since 2007. He currently serves as the Greater Gainesville Chamber's Chief Operating Officer and VP of Education and Talent. Ian oversees Chamber staff and all operations, including Leadership Gainesville, our signature events, marketing and communications, talent development, and facilities. He has decades of experience and is well-versed in leadership, business management, and engagement, talent and workforce development, and client relations. Also, after this meeting, please be sure to ask him about his stints as a sports reporter and a DJ. The stories are worth it. Please do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor. Please allow me to introduce my boss, mentor, and friend, Ian Fletcher.
I tell you, some people just take liberty with words. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you guys so much for having me here. Thank you, Linda, for trusting me to be here today and standing here with you. Here we go. So I believe I'm here to talk about the state of the chamber. What does that mean? Our vision is to be the global hub of talent, innovation, and opportunity for the Greater Gainesville region. And our mission is to facilitate economic opportunity, business success, and community engagement and prosperity in this region. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about chambers, right? The Edelman Trust Barometer notes that businesses are the most trusted major institution, a headline related to chambers being trusted. Chambers are a trusted partner, a trusted source of information, a trusted resource for business. They are the definitive voice of business. Chambers are critical to our communities and their success. Chambers are catalytic leaders in communities. Chambers are the #1 place for businesses to gather and gain value. Chambers are the leading choice as brokers and conveners around community challenges. The list continues on, but what else to say about the state of the chamber? We rock, right? That's basically what this is saying. Recently, just last week, Livability Magazine listed us as a top 100 community to live in. It says that Gainesville is a quintessential college town, a diverse artistic culture, plenty of outdoor activities, and affordable housing add to the vibrant lifestyle Gainesville residents have come to enjoy. The city is anchored by a robust economy that is full of opportunities for all and is known for its innovative spirits here in this community. And so Livability 100 ranking doesn't rank you in order, it just ranks the top 100 cities to live in that is best to live in. So let's get started a little bit with the state of Florida. Just a little note on business in the state of Florida. In the state of Florida, we're #1 for business startups, #1 for Black-owned businesses with employees, #2 for Hispanic-owned businesses with employees, and #2 for women-owned businesses with employees. In Gainesville, Florida, Alachua County, we're not without our challenges. Some of the challenges that we face is that our kindergarten readiness score is at 53%. Our VPK completer score is at 49%. And our third grade reading score is at 53%. We also have 3.1 thousand individuals, little over 3,000 individuals in our community between the ages of 18 and 24 without a high school diploma. And we have over 10,000 people in our community, ages 25 and above, without a high school diploma. These are some of the challenges that the Chamber gets up every day to work towards solving. We do have some good news. We have our labor inflow and outflow numbers that comes from our SHED report for Alachua County. We have 69,315 people living in this community that works in Alachua County. But we have 26,750 people that leaves Alachua County every day to work. We have 52,365 people that comes to Alachua County to work every day but don't live in Alachua County. Bieber just put out a population projection map, and they said that currently we range estimate between 284,000 to 293,000 individuals that lives in Alachua County. Bieber projects by 2050 that low number will be about 269,000, the medium number at 352,000, and the high number will be at about 434,000 individuals living in this community. A couple of years back, Dr. Denslow did a speech at the Chamber annual meeting, and he said that this community, when we hit 500,000 population, and I know many of us may not want that, our airport will grow, and a lot of the region will grow. We do have a robust region that is growing every single day. So let me talk to you a little bit about our chamber and the work we do. We were created in 1924. This past January, we celebrated our centennial anniversary, which was incredible. We had 3 members that we highlighted. M&M Parish has been members of the chamber for 100 years. Walker Furniture has been members of the chamber for 84 years. And Eileen's Gator Store has been members of the chamber for 64 years. And then we have a plethora of other member businesses that have been members of the chamber for over 50 years. We did a centennial directory to celebrate, and you have it on your table. We welcome you to take those home. We went back as far as we could, and we picked some of the best pictures we had to highlight in our member directory so you can see the journey of not only the chamber, but of Gainesville, Alachua County over those 100 years. We couldn't pick everything, so we had to create a timeline and highlight what is it we would pick to showcase and highlight. So we have 4 divisions. The number 1, of course, we're a membership organization. So we talk about membership a lot. What you're seeing in the photo here is our business before hour photo, which is one of our most popular events. We cap it at 60. It's always sold out with a waiting list, where members come and get to learn from each other what it is they're doing business, and then they have to report back out about the business they learned about that day, not about themselves and their business, which is an innovative way of really creating network and collision in our community. The other photo you see is our President's Breakfast, where individuals get to come in and sit and hear from Eric once a month and ask him anything that they want to ask him. We also do some signature events, our annual meeting being one of them. And also our other signature events is we do a Veterans Appreciation Awards ceremony every This year it will be in October. On Tuesday, October the 29th. If you're veterans, you can attend at no cost. And we put out applications for people to nominate veterans to be nominated for the 8 awards that we give out at that event. And then we also do a business awards, which this year will be on December the 5th at the Best Western Gateway Grand. And so we celebrate our members as well. And our members call on us to come and celebrate them from time to time. Here we have our member ribbon cutting. And members have ribbon cuttings for various reasons. It could be because they're starting their business. It could be because they've renovated something. We talked about Walker Furniture. Walker Furniture last week hosted a chamber after hours to showcase some things. And from what I'm told, I wasn't able to attend because I wasn't around, but they gave away a $2,000 chair that somebody went home happy with. Maybe it was one of you, not sure. About 3 years ago, we launched our Greater Gainesville Young Professional Group, and they do events from month to month, like their Connect event. They also do Pancakes and Presidents, where this last month, our chair, Craig Wilburn, was the speaker, where they bring a CEO in to speak to the young professionals, and they can ask the young professionals get to ask them many questions. Part of our centennial celebration, we created the longest table this year, and we did that just a few weeks ago. We held it on 2nd Street downtown, right in front of Lot 10, the infamous lot that never seems to can get anything built on it. But we had 140 people show up to celebrate. We had 4 restaurants, Suprette's, Dragonfly, La Fiesta, and Lucy's that served, and you chose the menu that you wanted. And it was a robust event with so many people. Again, 140 of our friends coming out to celebrate with us on our centennials. We've just made a few changes as well, where we split our e-journal and decided that the e-journal was too long. And so she wanted to break it up. As in true Anne fashion, she did a great job of redesigning it. And she created the events guide that go out on Mondays with all the events that's happening from not only the chamber, but our member businesses, but also just to highlight so that people can know what it is they're seeing and what they're consuming at the time. We also created the e-journal. We take our e-journal, and it used to come out on Tuesdays, but now it comes out on Wednesday morning. So I've reviewed the e-journal, and it's good to go. I don't know if Vicki reviewed it yet, but you'll see the e-journal come out tomorrow morning as well. And what it does, it has made both of these a little shorter for you to go through, a little shorter for you to read as well. My favorite topic here is Vicki Gervikis is at the back table. Ask her all the questions you want about the delegation. Ask her all the questions you want about the county, the city, and the school board. She knows all the answers. I want to tell you. We do public policy, and we do advocacy at the chamber, right? And we have the pre and post session delegation luncheon that we do, and Vicki does a wonderful job with our during session with our legislative update that goes out every Thursday, and it is in detailed on all the bills that she's tracking that are going through our legislature during session. And so be on the lookout for those things during session as well. Vicki has coming up as well where it's election season. So what she does is she brings in all the candidates and she'll interview them. So if you want to know where the candidates stand, you don't have to read it. Just come to the chamber website, click on the video, and you'll be able to listen to them and listen to the interview as well. We also are the economic development entity for Alachua County. And so we've launched our 5-year economic development strategy, Collaborate 2025 in 2020. And we'll be looking at launching a new one coming up here soon, or due to the pandemic, extending this one. But it's been a focus on talent, opportunity, and place in our community. And some of our annual meeting has taken on those themes as well as we move forward. But just some of the projects in economic development that has come to our community since we've launched in 2020. Pressure Technologies came to our community in 2020. 2022. And pressure technology provides hot I'm messing that up. Isostatic pressure for aerospace, medical, ceramics, oil and gas, automotive, and electronics. So they came to our community in 2022. They're in the city of Alachua. We had Lacerda Therapeutics who came to our community. Oops, sorry, I shouldn't have hit that. Can we go back too far? Okay. Lacerda Therapeutics, who came to our community in 2021 and had an expansion of their warehouse in 2023. They're a clinical stage gene therapy company creating treatment for rare genetic disorders and central nervous system disease. We had Vobel come to our community in 2021, and they also expanded in 2023 to San Francisco Tech City, creating 70 new jobs. They're the world-leading solution for copyright protection and the transaction services powered by AI technologies. They service the world's largest platforms of film studio, TV networks, music labels, sports leagues, and other IP holders. We also had Consortia that came in 2021. They're a US-based aviation service and solution manufacturer, creating turnkey products and services for companies like NASA, Honeywell, and, American Airlines, Delta Airlines, SkyWest Airlines, and many more. We also, you've known, Linda talked about the Alachua County Sports and Event Center, came to town. They launched last year. That was a number of years in the making, working with the Gainesville Sports Commission and the Alachua County Board of County Commissioners on that as well. Lane Enterprise broke ground last year, July in 2023. They'll be opening late 24. They're a storm pipe manufacturing plant, 100% employee owned. They own 17 other locations, over 450 employees. In Alachua County, they will create 60 new jobs over the next 5 years with a capital investment of over $35 million in the next 5 years. We also had just recently, a couple weeks ago, the groundbreaking for GNC Foods. The groundbreaking for a 250,000 square foot distribution facilities on 70 acres of land. They incorporated in 1976 and they're headquartered in Syracuse, New York. They're a food service redistributor of refrigerated, frozen, and dry food products. They deliver in over 28 states, and they have next day delivery to over 22 states. They chose Alachua County because they kept sending 15 trucks daily to the state of Florida. And so that we're anticipating 130 jobs being created there. The hat that I wear in the Chamber of Education, we've dived in to do a lot of things to support the education ecosystem in Alachua County because it's very much needed. I read some of the statistics to you. This poster, you see some of our partners, the Alachua County Public Schools, Santa Fe Achieve, Dream on Purpose, and Santa Fe Financial Aid, who help us to host our Cash for College financial aid application events, where we go and present scholarship opportunities, financial aid opportunities to graduating seniors. We hosted 5 of them at Santa Fe High, Eastside High, Buchholz High, Gainesville High, and Hawthorne High School this year. And what we do is the parents are able to come in and complete the financial aid application and ask any questions that they would like. Because of the 3rd grade reading score issue and the completer issue, we have a chronic absenteeism problem in our public schools. It's not just local to us, it's a nationwide issue, and there's various reasons why that exists. And so Vicky created the Stay in the Game pilot program, which we launched this year with some of our partners, the Alachua County Public School. We hosted it at Metcalf and Terwilliger, also UAA, Florida Victorious, Benny Keith, Dakota Ice Cream, just to name a few of the partners that partner with us. And what we did was we went in each month to each of the school and had a pep rally. And we brought student athletes in to talk to the students. We brought Albert Alberta. We also brought in some of the dazzlers, and we had a DJ, and our goal was to bring the party back to the school. And each month, the students had to achieve a certain goal for their class to win a pizza party, an ice cream party, a donut party, which was their favorite, by the way, and to win other things. And one class each month gets a trophy for winning that award. And so two things happened. At Metcalf, the winning overall class at Metcalf, that teacher took the time to increase her attendance by 33% by calling every parent and talking about the importance of your child being in the classroom. We learned a story last week. We had a capstone class at the University of Florida in the journalism building that was presenting to us a marketing plan for our foundation. And one of the student presenters was a track member, and she said that her track coach was telling them how he asked his grandson if he wanted to skip school and go to a track meet. And his response was like, no, I'm not missing the stay in the game pizza party. I'm going to school. So it's working. It's working. The numbers are not where we want it to be, but our goal is to reduce chronic absenteeism below 10%, because 10% is the threshold. 180 school days and you miss 18 days of education, that needs to be fixed. And so we're working hard to really solve those issues with our school district as well. We also partner with the Children's Trust to do a child care center program. That program brings in child care owners and directors, and we are educating them on creating their own business plan to formalize their business, marketing plan, business operations, and really working towards helping those individuals to build their business successfully, become Gold Seal operated so that they can pull down different streams of income as well. We do the Florida College Decision Day, where we're celebrating graduating seniors on their way to college. They're either going to the university, the state college, a post-secondary education facility, or they're going to the military. This year we had the pleasure of having a young man take the oath of enlistment to the Army at the end of our program. It was a phenomenal program that happened. We also partner with Career Source North Central Florida on a few programs. We partner with them on our on-the-job incumbent training, where they'll pay up to 50% reimbursement on salaries for individuals that are hired in skilled high wages job, up to $22 per hour. There's a cap on it for they work for 6 months and they get about $20,000 that goes to the employer. And then the state level has the incumbent worker trainer for anyone 50 employees or less to train their own employees. They don't have to send them anywhere. They can train them in-house and get reimbursed for that funding as well. And then also the Skill Bridge program, where you can hire an individual that is about to leave is serving their last 6 months in the military, and the military, the Department of Defense, will pay their wages, their benefits, and workers' compensation. For that, you could come see me, and I'll refer you over to Career Source if you're interested in getting involved in any of those programs. Of course, we're the oldest leadership program in the state of Florida. Leadership Gainesville celebrated Class 50, is still in the process of Class 50, and we're celebrating the 50th class this year. And our application process has opened up already for Class 51. And so if you're interested in attending Class 51, just please come on out and join us. Refer this young man over here. See, every employee I invited for a reason. I didn't tell you Michaela is the economic development, so anything about economic development, she can answer. Mr. Johnson leads Leadership Gainesville, so he can answer anything, and Miss Pauline has all the answers for everything. Just want you to know that. So if you have an application that you would like, or refer someone to us, please, Mr. Johnson is the person to refer him to, or you could refer him to myself. Also, we're taking a trip this November, the 1st through the 9th. We're heading to Tuscany, Italy. We welcome you to join us. It's a 9 days, 7 nights, including hotel, meals, day trip, airfare from Orlando to Tuscany. And this is the first time we're broaching that. Again, it's because of our centennial year. We're looking to celebrate And then the last thing that I'll talk to you about is the most important thing, is our Drink GNV Brewery Tour, which is coming up on June the 7th. It's a riot. Last year we had to take 2 buses full of individuals, and you get to go to Blackadder Brewing Company, Cypress and Grove Brewing Company, Dry Roth Cider, First Magnitude Brewing Company, and Swamphead Brewery. It's a hoot. Each stop there is food. Each stop there's snacks and water. And so we just want you to know, join the bus, don't miss out. It's the most important thing you're going to do today is put this on your calendar, June 7th. It's usually in the afternoon around 3 p.m. And then you meet at Swamphead, and then we put you on the bus and you drink your little heart out from stop to stop to stop, and eat as much food and drink as much water as you possibly can. And so that's just a little bit about what the chamber is, the Greater Gainesville Chamber is doing currently in our community to support our community and support businesses in our community. It's something that we don't take lightly. It's a responsibility that we have. And I just want to thank you guys for the opportunity for standing here and presenting to each of you. You don't have to do questions, Matthew.
I have the mic for questions. Ian would love to answer questions.
Oh, you got a question?
I'll come right
Go
there.
ahead.
Oh, she's just messing with you. I've got Scott up front.
Oh, excellent presentation, Ian. Thank you so much. I just wanted to give a shout out for 15 years ago or so. You had a program, you know, at that time, 2009, there was a big economic downturn, and you had a program for transitioning executives and so forth, led by Joe Johnson. And I wanted to give a shout out for Joe for all the work that he's done, and particularly that program personally was extremely helpful for me in redirecting my search for the proper position.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
All right, anyone else? Kent.
Kent Walker, as a past graduate of Leadership Gainesville 20, I'd just like to throw out a shout out to Joe and ask if you might mention how, if you know somebody that is interested in the new class. I saw the little QR code, but you know, is there a way if somebody didn't have access to that, they could go to, you know, the website or whatever?
I'll bring you the mic.
Okay, yes, we have got it on the website where all you have to do is go to the chamber website, www.gainesvillechamber.com, and go to the engagement, click on that, go down, and you'll see Leadership Gainesville. Click onto that. Once you get that open, scroll down, and you'll see Apply Here, and we are ready, and we need 50 people, so we're recruiting every one of y'all to send somebody. We need 50 more, so we had 50 this year because we wanted 50 for our 50th anniversary. Worked out, we had 51, but we want to keep it up around that area. But it's one of the best programs, and I was 26. What color were you? All right, did you hear that, Ian?
Green all the way.
Red rose. No.
Any other questions right here?
Michael Pellet here. Question, I probably missed it because I was looking at the book, but do you have programs in the works or in progress to aid that high number of Alachua County residents who don't have a high school degree to get their GED?
Yeah, we've partnered with the county and with Santa Fe to work on a number of programs. One of the programs that we're really trying hard to get, we met with all the electrical company, Clay Electric, Duke, and GRU, and they are in need of individuals that can go through their apprenticeship program. So we're trying to create a pre-apprenticeship program with Santa Fe for line workers. And they also tell us something scary, that they need workers to replace substations soon. And so we'll be working on that as well. And why they need a pre-apprenticeship program is they're saying individuals are coming into their program not knowing tools or understanding what the tools are and can't recognize the tools. And so the pre-apprenticeship program, which we would replicate that St. Petersburg College is doing, to really get that up and running. Also, Santa Fe College is bringing a CDL program as well to try to get individuals to become over-the-road truck drivers as well. So there's a number of programs we're working on for that.
All right, any final questions?
Thank you very much.
Ian, thank you very much for being here. And in honor of you speaking today, we will be making a donation to the Bread of the Mighty Food Bank in your name. Okay, again, reminder, after the meeting, if you're interested, you go check out the gallery upstairs. Next week, our speaker is Dr. Erin Maneri from the UF Cancer Center, who's going to be talking about their new award and designation at the Cancer Center and the research that's going on there. Our quote of the day: "We cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about the progress and prosperity of our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include the aspirations and needs of others for their sake and for our own." And that's Cesar Chavez. With that, we've got our Rotary Reading Safari drawing today. Today's number is 740. And with that, our meeting is adjourned.